Hello there. Namaste. So honestly, I felt it'd be good to do this because I'm finally starting to get some traction and, trying to be transparent. I've been posting a lot of like Indian content and I've enjoyed it. Like absolutely have been enjoying it because Hollywood died to me years ago. Back in 2009 when Avatar came out, that was for me the writing on the wall that everything. And then everything started dying around me. My favorite IPs were being run into the ground by Disney. All the Marvel, DC, they had no clue what they were doing. What they gave it to an artist instead of an actual nerd. The rights to it. Zack Snyder is not the person you want to do the project. So I was kind of lost and in the air trying to find out where I was going. And then I was pushed towards Indian cinema because I've always enjoyed like Eastern storytelling. It's always been more my style. I've always loved anime. I've loved manga. And yeah, I was watching, I think it was Three Idiots. Three Idiots was the first thing I was introduced to. And then I watched Bahubali, and I absolutely found them absolutely fascinating. Yes, I've seen a few Indian films that have been absolute duds, but I've also seen classic ones, and I've absolutely enjoyed it. And I've been delving more into that this year because you've supported me a lot and given me high recommendations. I've kind of hit a rough patch near the end of the year. If you've realized, I mean, I was streaming every week trying to do like live reactions, and then I kind of got hit with an issue with that. I'm thinking I should probably do a stream, like a live stream once a week where I basically talk about what's going on. I'm trying to figure it out. I'd like to hear from you all what you guys think would be a great thing to do, what would be a nice change of pace, because the editing of the reactions, I want to do more with my reviews instead of just me rambling onto the camera as I do. Because I enjoy having like 100% what my thought is. I don't like editing because, when you start to edit, you start to change your opinions on things, or you think things sound rude and you start to veer. And I don't want to pretend if I don't like something. I want to be completely 100% transparent. And when you get into editing, you start losing the transparency. I mean, sure, the videos becoming more entertaining. They become more concise. They become a lot quicker. And I have an issue with rambling on. However, what's the preferred method? Me rambling on, or should I do more professional editing? I've posted a lot this past year, and it's all primarily thanks to you all for subscribing to the channel, for being interested enough to watching, to leaving a comment, either teasing me or encouraging me, or leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down. Everything is, accepted. I enjoy it all because some things, there'll be comments that make me think, and some will just seem like, well, they kind of help my argument by leaving that comment, or things here and there. And I find that it all absolutely great, and I thank you all for that. But going forward, I don't know how much I can do to change. I'm trying to think about what I could do. I've already planned one thing out for January, and it's going to be a huge thing, but I don't know how much of it I could actually do. But that's the thing. This is all a learning experience for me. I wasn't actually expecting to have you all subscribe. I was expecting to just go off in obscurity because I had, 50 subscribers, 300 subscribers for the first 2 years. It was 50 subscribers, and then 300 for like the last stretch of the third year. And then finally it just, what the heck? What did I do? I know it's not me. You guys, it's all you guys. But it's nice to find a community where I could fit in and I could just be myself and just have 100% authenticity with you all. Yes, I won't always say what everyone wants to hear, but then again, who wants to hear a yes man? You want to have someone you can have an argument with, or a discussion with, or laugh at from time to time, because they're obviously not intelligent and don't understand what they're talking about. What's wrong with coming across someone who doesn't know what they're talking about? That's fun. It's fun. At least I think it's fun. I have fun doing it. And honestly, going forward, I want to do more content. I want to do a lot more of a lot of everything. It's just finding the time to do it. I'm kind of in a rough patch right now, trying to figure out how to balance things out that I can actually upload, because I'm struggling with a few things where it keeps getting taken down and I can't risk any more issues going forward. So I'm trying to play it safe, but at the same time, there's so much I want to do. And trying to figure out how to get to that point. And I'm trying to balance out like creating, because I like to write, and I'm trying to balance out, where do I get time to write? Where do I get time to record? Where do I get time to edit? Where do I get time to work? Trying to find time for all this extra stuff, and my personal life too, which I think I might be able to create a video on, but we'll see, because I think it'll be interesting, at least half of it. Not everything, but it's just like there are little things that I'm trying to work on, trying to push out more of, and I absolutely had a blast this last year, seeing myself just incredibly go up through the algorithm to get traction is absolutely phenomenal, and I have you all to thank for that. It's a blessing to find people, and I know probably the one thing I need to get better at is social media. I'm absolutely awful when it comes to social media. I struggle when it comes to commenting. I've always felt like social media is kind of a crutch. I don't know why. I guess I'm just too old. Like my brothers, my older brothers, younger brothers, I grew up medically ill, but that's a story for another time, if ever. I grew up medically ill, so for me, it was just, I always spent time waiting, sitting in hospitals, and I kind of got used to that, and I didn't have a phone, so it was just patience, sitting there, twiddling with my thumbs. I didn't have Vines, I didn't have whatever you do, but there's a lot of little stuff that I'd like to do for next year. Maybe a vlog, hopefully, if I can get that actually done right. Creating more content. I'd like to do more watch-alongs, but I'd like to streamline it in a way where it becomes quicker, more fast-paced, and actually to the point, because I don't know if I'm adding too much to those or too little to those. And for the most part, I try to have just enough to where I don't get hit with something that ends up, having an issue with my channel. I can't have any more of those. But I have been enjoying creating. This process has been absolutely phenomenal. I've enjoyed hearing from you all, and I know I'm not going to always say what everyone wants to hear. I mean, who would want to hear me always be a yes man? I know I said that already, but I have absolutely enjoyed this past year more than the others, because it just seems like so much in my life, my personal life, my life on YouTube, my life online, my life, and just seems to have really taken a turn and started moving forward at a rapid pace. And now I'm kind of stuck in a limbo period. It happened around the holidays. I felt ill. Things started happening to my channel, which it gave me a rough patch, and I tried to create more content, but at the same time, a lot of the content I couldn't push out. So I'm sitting in a rough patch. I'm sitting in a rough patch trying to do a lot, but at the same time not being able to do much due to the restrictions that I've had, but it's still been a great year. It's been a phenomenal year. Looking forward to next year, and it's already next year for most people. It's the tail end for me. It's the very end for when it gets to the new year for me. But I just want to thank you all. I want to thank you all and for popping by, either teasing me, enjoying what I have to say, or contradicting me in something. Contradicting, I don't think that's the word, or disagreeing with some things, because that's the thing. It's all opinionated, and I absolutely enjoy that, especially when it comes to film. Everyone can have their different takes. I always try to think how the director might perceive things, but you never know. Everyone has different tastes, and that's one thing that's absolutely fascinating. And a lot of the times when I watch things, my mind has been so jaded by the way Hollywood has done things, so I'll be watching something in fear that it's trying to follow Hollywood, and it's like tiptoeing on Legos. I'll say Legos because it hurts. It hurts, and you don't want to step on the Legos. It's funny. It's funny how my whole thing has kind of changed my perspective, because here I thought cinema had died, and then I finally get exposed to like Indian cinema. It's like, all right, it's all right there, and then I start seeing older Indian films, and I'm like, these are just iconic. These are excellent. I don't know if that's a good thing, but when you fall under special effects, you do take a hit in storytelling. But I have absolutely enjoyed this past year. I plan on doing much more going forward. I'm going to start talking in circles, and you know me, I'll end up talking in circles and circles and circles and circles and circles without making any points. But I just want to say thank you all for being here. I want to thank you all for supporting me, and let me know if you actually enjoy me doing like a something like this every now and then, where I'm just speaking my piece. I think I technically do that every time I watch something anyway, but it's normally about what I'm watching, not about how I feel personally. And I've been feeling ecstatic about all this, about all of you, and just want to thank you all. And thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting. Whether it's like or disliking me, whatever it is, it's support. It's support, and I welcome it. I welcome it. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to see it all, but at the same time, it's welcome. It's all welcome. And thank you all. Doodles.